darling, I have loved you, oh, so many years. I am a roving gambler, I gambled all around.
I think that song is so perfect to open up the record because, I mean, it has sort of it starts to layer, and then when the band starts kicking in after the acoustic guitars, it just starts to hit just this really good pace to it.
My mother, oh dear mother, you cannot understand.
But yeah, I mean, that was the first song. That's the first song we recorded too, right?
It's the first song and the last song we recorded.
Oh, that's right.
It was the first and the last Pancake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we ended up I mean, that song is just, Roving Gambler is basically, the title says it all. It's just about a guy that, is sort of a traveling salesman type gambler, and
Bit of a player.
Kind of gets involved with a woman, and then has a falling out with another gambler, and ends up shooting him and ends up in jail.
Fun stuff.
Good stuff.
I saw him deal from the bottom of the deck, shot that gambler down, shot that gambler down, shot that gambler down.
They had different. Remember, they had different places in the song.
Oh yeah, we that was one of the ones where we kind of like, there were a lot of different lyrics all over the place from different versions, right? And so we kind of had to choose the path that we wanted it to go from all the different options.
Yeah.
So
I think at one point he wound up in Spain instead of Maine.
Yeah. The lyric is Maine, and he kept saying Spain. I'm like, I don't know if it was that easy to go to Spain back then. Do you really want to turn this into Spain? It was pretty funny. But that was the first song on the original record, so we started with that one because it just felt right. And then we kind of went out of order, and the album ends up being not the same order, but just the same first song.
There'll be a day you want me only, but when I leave, I'll be a long time gone.
Yeah, Long Time Gone is probably my favorite song on the record. And it's a little bit less of a murder song and more of a just straight up country song, you cheated me, I'm out of here, which I love that song so much. And it's my favorite harmony on the record. There's just a weird turn it does with the chords and the dissonance. It's just like, I remember when I first listened to the original record, I was like, all right, I'm doing this. I want to sing that harmony.
That's when that song was when everything clicked.
That was this first day.
Yeah, I think that's when we were like, oh man, this is gonna work.
This is gonna work, yeah. It made us realize that, okay, this is gonna be fun and fun. And he let me play guitar solo.
Oh, it was a great guitar solo. I love that solo.
The Lightning Express from the depot so grand and started out on its way.
Well, that's one of those songs when you start singing it, you start to dig into what the lyric is, and I mean it's about a little boy that he can't afford the ticket on the train, and then the conductor was going to kick him off, and then all the other passengers got their money together to get him a ticket so he can go see his mother, who was she was dying. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's like, God.
Yeah.
It's even weird to talk about something like that now because it's just so. I mean, where the heck did those lyrics actually come from? Because obviously it's a true story somewhere.
Don't put me off of this train. The best friend I have in this world, sir, is waiting for me in pain.
And yeah, I love the harmony to that. And then we throw a 3-part harmony on top.
Yeah,
of it,
because the Everly Brothers, the two-part close harmony is what makes it so special. But there were a few moments in the record where I was just like, I'm dying to have a third part on this last chorus. But of course, that would kind of take it out of what it was. But on this one song, it made sense. I think I begged you. I was like, can I just be the little boy ghost? I'll be the little boy's ghost. We can put a lot of reverb on it, and so it's like way distant. But it was really fun. It was almost like the third harmony added that little boy's character to the chorus, because the chorus is in his words. So that was fun. I snuck one little third part in, but you know, the 2-part is so fun.
Before God takes her away.
It's like those old Disney 45s that you'd get, you have when you were little, and you'd have the book, and then it would ding, and then you turn the page.
Before God takes her away. In a vine-covered shack in the mountains.
That one was really fun to record. Yeah, that was one of the ones we got to have fun, like more up-tempo, just kind of experimented with like a kind of rockabilly version before we settled on the version we had.
Silver-haired daddy of mine.
We definitely tried a few different vibes on it, but this one felt the best.
Yeah, I think one take was probably a little slower.
Yeah, because the whole record is it's a little mellow, and it was finally our opportunity to kind of cook it up a little.
Yeah, and it's one of those songs. It's about family. You know, that's one thing I don't think, you know, that we're talking about with the record. There is death, but I think one thing is that, you know, they're sort of talking about like, you know, relatives and stuff like that, and that's when the guy's singing about his father.
Yeah, it's nice.
Down in the willow garden, where me and my love did meet.
That's one of your favorites.
That was one of my favorite songs from the original record, and also it was just, I like the way it came out because it's pretty creepy sounding.
Yeah.
But I love like getting to do that, you know, getting to add that weird lap steel he added, and
it sounds really swampy.
I like swampy.
Yeah.
Burgundy wine, my love, she did not know.
Yeah, but it's definitely one of the ones I knew right off the bat when I listened to the original record. I've known that song for a long time, so it was fun to swamp it out.
Who's gonna shoe your pretty little feet?
We did that, it was pretty late when we recorded that song, and I remember you were like, let's just go do it live right now, and I was like, are you sure you want to do it right? And she's like, yeah, come on, let's go, come on.
Come on!
And so we ended up doing it, and then that was just such a intimate song. And it's kind of one of the more positive songs, I think, on the record.
Yeah, nobody's dying in it.
Yeah.
But it's so slow and beautiful.
Yeah, and so I remember we, you know, just getting in the room and singing it together, and we were really, it was just like, we don't really know each other, but we're gonna sing this song together.
It was nice. It
Yeah.
was like when we came back in and listened, it was, we blend!
Yeah.
You know, it was really a nice moment. I feel like it really kind of solidified our, okay, this is working again.
Yeah.
I would think that was the second day, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. And I think we were pretty sleepy when we
Yeah.
recorded it. I remember it's like, which I think lent itself to the feel of the song. Well, I remember Charlie when he was listening back to the song, and there's where it goes. Where it goes. We were just singing it, ooh, and he goes, oh, and then that's where it was.
Who's gonna be your man?
Who's gonna be your man?
Or I'm gonna be, yeah, I'm not sure.
I think it was Bob.
Yeah, there's definitely another lyric in there that we didn't do just because the original didn't have it in it. But yeah, I like that Charlie knew all the original lyrics.
All these many years I've loved you, no one has ever known.
That's another one of my favorite.
I love that song.
Yeah, favorite ones from the original record. because of the weird dissonance in the harmony, and not weird, but that's just so special, that harmony, the chords and the melody and the way the harmonies fit together. I just love it on that song.
And I have loved you, oh, so many years.
Yeah, and it's a kind of a different kind of tragedy in that song because it sings about how it's two people that have always been in love with each other and they've never been able to tell each other, and then they ended up with like in sort of their paths like end up going two different directions, and they sort of say, well, if one of these days maybe our paths will meet again. So I don't know, it's pretty.
It's pretty, but I like your guitar solo on it too. It's fun. It's like a pretty sad song, but not too sad, so we could have a little fun with it again, And it's like, all right, I love you, but I'm gonna play a good guitar solo. A fun guitar, I don't know.
Yeah,
Does that make
I
sense?
love you. Check out this solo.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you love me.
Sweet Willie on his deathbed lay for the love of Barbara Allen.
Barbara Allen is a lot more playful, even though it's, there's some death. There's also some more darker takes on it, but it was just fun to have a couple more playful moments with it. Yeah, there's a lot of dark stories on the album, which it's funny because I remember the first time I listened to the original Everly Brothers album. They just are so sweet and beautiful and angelic sounding in a way, and it took me a couple songs to think, oh, that song's about murder. But they sound so nice singing it, they sound dark too, but it's just, they're so smooth. I didn't realize how much murder was on the album until we went into the studio, but we had fun with that for sure.
Bless her old heart, do you think she'd complain? No life has been better, she'd live it again.
Oh, that's one of the few songs that doesn't really have guitar on it. That's probably the only one that doesn't have guitar in it.
Yeah, that one and
Oh, the last one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she's away.
Yeah, we were trying to break it up. It sounds like a lullaby, but it's about a lullaby for your grandma, kind of.
I'm not in your town to stay, and I'll soon be on my way. I'm just here to get my baby out of jail.
That's another song that I've known many versions of over the years. So I had to get those out of my head, but I don't know. We were just trying to break it up. I think at that point in the record we were kind of ready to hear a melody with the harmony coming later. And so we just thought we'd try. Well, I think originally we thought we'd switch the harmony, because I'm usually singing the harmony part and he's singing the melody on the whole record. And so we were thinking, let's switch this time, and I'll sing the melody and you sing the harmony. But then it felt kind of nice. It's such a long song. There's so many verses. It was nice to kind of break it up where the harmony actually didn't come in until a few verses in.
To the lady old and gray, I'll go bring your darling baby to your side.
Because a lot of these songs are very long and there's a lot of verses, there's a lot of words, a lot of repetition with the melodies. So it was also just kind of like, okay, let's try to layer it a little bit. So that one was fun.
I will pawn you his watch, I will pawn you his chain.
Pawn you my watch. Yeah.
Just trying to get her child out of jail, and their father, like what, he drank himself into the snow and got buried in snow.
Yeah, it's dark.
Yeah, that song's a stunner. I don't know. I love the way that song came out, and you play a little banjo on it.
Oh yeah, I play a little banjo on it. That was fun.
I'm just here to get my baby
Yeah, Kentucky's is a real sweet one.
Yeah. That arrangement for Kentucky kind of blew my mind because I remember, you know, the way the Everlys do it, it sounds very much just like straight kind of country. And then the turn that it took, it just all of a sudden it like turned into this sort of almost like a Latin beat to it or something.
Where is Kentucky? Is that in Mexico? Or
Yeah, Kentucky, Mexico. Kentucky, Venezuela.
Yeah.
And then when you sang that solo bit with the sort of like butterflies,
Yeah.
it's like swimming around.
I was dying to do like a mariachi solo in the middle, so he let me do it.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I love that song. It makes me happy.
Mother dear, come bathe my forehead.
Yeah, that was the last one we recorded, and it's such a dark song, and it's so heavy. I think that's the only song we didn't record in the first session we went in because we kind of forgot that we had one more song to do, and so we did it at the very end on the second session.
Yeah, and that song, like, it's such a sort of a great finale to the whole record, because it's just really kind of just a somber moment. But
Yeah. And it's the last song on the original record, so we used the first and last song from the original record as our first and last song, but then we mixed up the order in between, I guess. But it makes a good last song.